Like I say, it's well packed. It's arrived in from Hong Kong. I like the corners that are well padded. Very good idea. It just stops those being dented and damaged in any way. Now we'll put this across here. The delivery time from Hong Kong to here in Victoria, Australia was around about a month. So that's not too bad, I suppose. Normally it has only taken 2 weeks, but at the moment it's taking probably a month to get here. Certainly well packed. This is from Castle Hobby, or RC Castle in Hong Kong. Always good to deal with. I always follow up everything. So these are the corners they use. Really good protective corners, and I have kept them in the past. I've still got some there, so I might just keep these for future boxing if I ever sell any models. Good idea to have. So we're almost there to the great reveal. What's included? The motor's included, the ESC, the servos, receiver is not included. Neither is the transmitter or the battery or the charger or the retracts. This one doesn't have retracts. As far as I know, this is the first model in Australia of this type. I have not seen anybody put it on YouTube yet, other than the manufacturer doing a demonstration. It's 1400mm Twin Nova. Similar to up there is the Twin Otter. This is a bigger model than the Twin Otter, and I love the Twin Otter, so I'm hoping that this one will fly as good as. I'm going to take the receiver out of the Twin Otter, the E-Fly Twin Otter, and put it into this one and see how it works with the safe and everything in it. In the past I've done this with jets and it's worked just fine, so we will try it again on this one with this particular model. Here it is. Wow. Looking good. Nicely printed and sealed in a zip container. Instruction. Reading for English. Send the details, and they have sent me already from Castle RC details of some plugs that are there that should not be connected. So it's really one of the first models out. Here it is in Chinese. Okay, let us proceed and see what we Now this is something I'd forgotten about as well. It's a extra that I've paid for, $23 US, that tracks the front wheel of an aircraft when taxiing. You don't get the variant of going from one side to the other side when you're taxiing along. It keeps it dead and straight. So I'll install this into the plane and see how it goes. But it just makes sure that when you're taxiing out on any aircraft, any of the aircraft here, exactly straight and level. Another little goodies bag, as they say, with the connector for the, I think that is the gear, and also the other parts to it for the engine. Then we have two bags, both containing the spinners and the discs. Now we have a little rubbish, and this is the gear. See, it protrudes outside the box, which a lot of manufacturers are doing these days. Very nice, sturdy, anodised aluminium or aluminum wheel mounts. Very, very good undercarriage with some nice little wheels there that spin fully and freely. Next little part. That's interesting, the way they do that. The little protection, packing slip that's in there. And here is one wing, and that is a very solid, heavy wing. It has the Cadbury shape, or you might say the Hershey shape wing. And look at that, beautiful, with solid plastic cowling on the engine. That's really, really good. There's an ESC under there, and of course you've got your two servos there for the flaps and for the ailerons. Very nice, beautiful plastic area there, which is really, really solid. This area also has in there one of the little connectors, which is like a battery connector, an XT battery connector, but that plugs in to allow the wings to connect to the body, the main frame. And right inside there looks like there's a lot of wires in there for the lighting. There's a light, another light at the end here. X-Fly model. Very, very nice indeed. Now, the next part, the other side of it, and that equally is as good as the other one, so fantastic. Now let's see the box there. Look at this, folks, two lovely single props, a left and a right prop. Putting them on the right way, of course, make sure they are correct. And then we have a carbon fibre spar. Wow, look at that. See-through windows, you can see right through. Fantastically designed cockpit in there. I don't know if you can see that, but that cockpit certainly looks great. Lots of plywood for the base, the flooring, and there it is. It looks really, really good. That's interesting. It must be a cover for something, a bit of plastic. Do you remember this little piece here? I couldn't figure out what it was, but it's come off during shipping. It actually goes here, because if you look at the other side, there is the other section. It needs to be popped into place, and this one will go on there and put into place, so that's good. Nice and easy access to the ESCs, which are 20 amps, exactly the same as the Twin Otter. To one side, and there she is. And look at this, oleo gear. Very nice indeed, beautifully made. Not a mark on it Not one little mark. That is fantastic. Beautifully done. I love the plastic cone in the front, the nose cone. That is some aircraft. I'm looking forward to flying this one, as I have loved the E-flite Twin Otter. Sadly, with the Twin Otter, the ESC has cost me a lot of money, being almost $200 just for the ESCs that have blown on it. One was given free and the other two have just blown. For some reason they just catch fire and melt, and I had to quickly put them out. This one will be really good, I'm sure. Look at the base here that's all screwed in, and the nose gear. The final piece, of course, is the elevator, and there it is. Really looks nice. If you look up there, you can see an internal spar going through it. The ball joints are there, and you can see that just clips straight onto the back like so and connects up. There we are, all laid out and all ready to assemble. Slides in nicely. The fittings are all there ready for the wings. This will connect this wing. Just like a battery connecting. That's good. Now I just push this one in. Perfect. The screws in. Just on the propellers, I want to show you the marking they give you. You may not be able to see that, but there's an R just on that. That goes to the right propeller, which is this one, and the other one doesn't have any marking. So the R goes to the right, and of course the other one goes to the left. Well, sorry E-flite, but I'm going to rip the receiver out of this, which is a safe receiver. Similar aircraft, just this one's a little bit bigger. I've done this before with Vipers and with other aircraft where I've used the E-flite safe system in another aircraft of similar type, and it's worked beautifully. So I'm going to try this. Okay. Just off camera I had a little bit of a problem this side didn't work on the wing, and I found that there was a loose wire in there, so I had to go in. It was a connector that wasn't connecting properly, and so when you push the connectors together they lock. This one wasn't locking, therefore the light wasn't working, the flaps weren't working, and it just took me a little while just to get that all fixed up. So now we'll just put that wing back on again that we had the problem with. It's all bound up, and safe seems to be working on the 636B receiver, so that's really great. Push that in a bit more. And I'll just give it a quick test. I'll just show you exactly what she looks like. That's that one. And I did take some photos which I'll include on the building of that problem that I found in that wing. It'll be a very hard model, this one, to pull the wings off to put in your car. It's not going to be an easy process, so thankfully I have a big enough car that it'll slip into, but normally if you had to pull those wings off, it's not an easy connector. There are quite a few wires in each side, and all of those have to be linked and put together each time you take it apart, put it together. So just a little warning there. Other than that, she looks really good. I will now connect the battery. Transmitter is on. The receiver is glued down. The lights on this side are working, lights on that side, lights on the other side. Okay, just to give you an idea what it looks like there. Lights are there. And you've got one navigation light on the side and the landing light here. So there are the three lights. Safe is on.
Stability mode, smart mode.
Okay. See, it's adjusting itself correctly. Up and down. But it is definitely, you can hear it all working correctly. Got the rate set. Really all I did was to transfer the Twin Otter to a new model. I did a copy, then renamed it and left everything the way it is. The settings and everything from the E-Flight model is exactly to do with this one here, and it seems to all work okay. Let me just show you the flaps.